The problem was never just the two babies. It was what came after. After Marlon was arrested, after the cries faded, after Daniel refused to try again. Daniel had made it clear, we are not bringing another child into this house until we understand why two went missing. He stood firm, calm, logical, unmoved. But Ella was not a woman who waited. Babies take 9 months. Money comes faster when you plan ahead. So she made a plan, a dangerous one. If Daniel would not give her another child, she would find someone who would. The man was Baron, a quiet businessman living in Abuja. Charming, fearless, the kind of man who smiled while doing the wrong thing. Ella paid him, and weeks later, she was pregnant. The plan was simple. When Daniel returned from his next trip, she would claim the pregnancy was his, sell the baby, and no one would ever know. Or so she thought. Days later, Daniel packed his bags, placed them carefully inside his car at Silverbrook Estate. He was traveling to Abuja for a business meeting. He had no idea. His past and his present were about to collide. Abuja welcomed him with warm evening air and city lights. After his meetings, Daniel ran into someone unexpected, Baron, his childhood friend. They had grown up together, played football on dusty streets, shared dreams under streetlights. Baron, Daniel laughed, pulling him into a hug. Daniel, after all these years, they decided to catch up at a small beer shop nearby. They talked, laughed, remembered who they used to be. Hope you didn't grow without your bad behavior, Daniel teased. Baron smirked. I've changed a bit, but I'm still me, always ready to do the bad stuff. Daniel shook his head. What work are you into now? Baron leaned back casually. Just last week, I met a young woman who paid me too. Daniel's phone rang. The moment shattered. He glanced at the screen. Ella, my wife, he said proudly, answering. He stepped aside, spoke softly, then returned. Sorry, bro, she was checking on me. Baron froze slightly. You're married? Daniel smiled and pulled out his phone. He showed Ella's picture. The smile on Baron's face stiffened. It was her, the same woman, the same eyes, the same voice, the same woman who paid him to get her pregnant. But he masked it quickly. Bro, your wife is beautiful. You're a lucky man. They stood and walked toward Daniel's car. Daniel nudged him lightly. So you were saying about the woman who paid you? Baron laughed awkwardly. Nothing, man, just jokes, forget it. He forced his smile, but inside, the truth was screaming. Back in Silverbrook Estate, the policeman who had arrested Marlon did something unexpected. He fed him, opened the cell, and told him to go. Marlon stood there, confused. Why? The officer remembered the dream. 2 babies crying in darkness, Marlon crying with them, not like a criminal, like a father. That dream meant something. He didn't understand it yet, but he knew one thing. Marlon was not the monster in this story. Days later, Daniel returned home. He hugged Ella tightly. He had missed her. He had no idea what was waiting. Ella took his hand. There was a strange brightness in her eyes. Daniel, I have good news. He smiled. What is it? I'm pregnant. Silence. The room changed temperature. Daniel slowly pulled back. Pregnant? Yes, she said, touching her stomach gently. For you. Daniel's mind raced. I haven't touched you in weeks, Ella. I told you we needed to find out why our babies went missing before trying again. She laughed lightly. Darling, what are you saying? That night you were drunk, remember? We did it. Daniel searched his memory. There was no such night, no memory, no moment, just confusion and something colder than doubt. How did I sleep with my wife and not know? He stared at her. This time, he wasn't confused. He was suspicious, very suspicious. And somewhere in the shadows, Honorable Desmond was still watching, calculating, waiting, because men like him never invest without expecting returns. And this investment was about to mature, to be continued.